Hello everyone, this is Akash Gawade, Assistant Professor at Rajmata Jijau Shikshan Prasarak Mandals, Institute of Computer and Management Research at MBA Department. Today, I am going to discuss with you
the project management.
which is for the MBA second year, third semester. I hope you all will enjoy this session. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Have any queries, drop me a mail. Let's start.
Hello everyone, this is Akash Gawade, Assistant Professor at Rajmata Jijau Shikshan Prasarak Mandals, Institute of Computer and Management Research at MBA Department. Today, I am going to discuss the subject Project Management, having subject code 308. This is generic elective university level subject. In that, I am going to discuss the chapter number 1, Overview of Project Management. Chapter number 1, Overview of Project Management. This is the last part of this chapter. Let's what we discussed in this part 4. Project definition, defining scope, establishing priorities, creating the work breakdown structure, integrating the work breakdown structure with the organization, coding the work breakdown structure for information system, project roll-up, process breakdown structure, responsibility matrix. Let's see the one by one. What is a project scope? In a simple language, we can say that it is the work that needs to be accomplished to deliver a product, service, or result with the specified features and functions. There are three processes of project scope management. The first one, planning, second one, controlling, and third one, closing. Let's see the planning. The planning is the process when an attempt is made to capture and define the work that needs to be done. Controlling. The controlling and the monitoring processes focuses on the documenting, tracking, scope, creep, tracking and approving project changes. And the last one, closing. In the final process, the closing includes an audit of the project deliverable and an assessment of the outcomes against the original plan. The last one is closing. In the final process, the closing includes an audit of the project deliverable and assessment of the outcomes against the original plan. Benefits of project management. In earlier part, we already discussed that what are the project management and why the project management is so important. Let's see the main benefits of project management. Project management helps to aware the number of benefits such as minimizing the needs for continuous reporting, identification of time limits for scheduling, identification of a methodology for trade-off analysis, measurement of accomplishment against plan, early identification of problems so that corrective actions may follow, improved estimation capacity for future planning, establishing the priorities of project. Project prioritization gives us and our team an easy to follow plan for the work that needs to be done, while also setting clear expectations for our client or organization. In other words, it sets everyone up for success. Here, how to prioritize project by 5 ways. There are the 5 steps to prioritize our project. The first one, start prioritizing project based on business value. Second one, set priorities by identifying urgent and important projects. Third one, access your own bandwidth. Fourth one, learn to say no to projects. And last one, be flexible with the project prioritization process. Let's see the one by one in brief. Start prioritizing project based on business value. That means begin by looking at each project on our list with one simple question in mind. How will this project impact business? Will While you certainly want to take the organization bottom line into account, you also need to consider how a project will affect people. For example, will it make life easier for our customer or team members? Keep in mind this step might require conversation with your manager, client, or other key stakeholders. Don't be afraid to ask detailed questions to ensure projects that bring the biggest bang rise to the top. The second one, set priorities by identifying urgent and important projects. Now, it's time to take the prioritization process one step further. With your list of important projects in hand, go back over it with an eye for urgency. It's easier to confuse important with urgency, so let's draw a clear destination. An important project brings value to your business, whether you feel its impact today or years down the road. An urgent project requires immediate attention to stay on track or keep business going. Third one, access your bandwidth. So what do you do if you end up with three urgent and important projects? If a hard deadline doesn't declare the winner, then why the effort each top priority project will take? A team Gantt will like tackling bigger projects first. That's why everything feels like a quick win after that. But if clearing simple projects out of the way makes it easier for you to focus on a more complex one, go for it. Just be aware that stacking highway projects up back to back can be quick drain on project energy. Try alternating big projects with small ones when possible to keep your team fresh and motivated. Fourth one, learn to say no to projects. Let's see the record state. No is not a bad word. In fact, those two little letters can make or break your ability to success as a project manager. As odd as it may sound, saying yes to every single project request is a recipe for risk. Taking one more than you can handle not only runs your team into the ground, it can also leave your client fuming over missed deadline and subpar result. While saying no might require you to have a touch conversation, it protects your ability to deliver on the project that matters most. And rest assured, you can turn a client or stakeholders down without closing the door completely. It might simply mean delegating tasks to another team that has the resources to get the work done on all the time. The last one, be flexible with the project prioritization process. If you have spent any time in project management, you know this. Things changes. A project that was once urgent and important might be trumped by an emergency that pops up. Or stockholders may decide a project doesn't bring business value anymore. A key player could, a key player could get sick unexpectedly, putting a dent in your team bandwidth. As project manager, you can either bend or you can break. It's your job to stay alert and constantly recess project priorities. To say you can adjust your team focus as needed. What is project breakdown? Sometimes the term work breakdown structure and project breakdown structure are used interchangeably. In fact, work breakdown structure are most commonly applied as a tool to manage projects from beginning through closeout. But work breakdown structure can theoretically help to manage sub-projects, sub-tasks, vendors' contributions, and other collections of related tasks that are not specifically related to the management of an entire project. Thus, a project breakdown is a work breakdown that maps completely to a single project. What is the work breakdown structure in project management? The work breakdown structure as hierarchical decomposition of the total space of work to be carried out by the project team to accomplish the project objectives and create the required deliverables. What are the key components of work breakdown structure? A reliable, useful work breakdown structure or dictionary should gather the critical elements of a project, along with its timeline, cost, and resources. The most helpful work breakdown structure plans contain these components. Identification of which organization department or individual is responsible for each specific piece. The schedule start and the dates, the required resources, estimated cost of the project, charge numbers, contract details, requirements and milestones, protocols for quality control, requirements and standards, technical information and resources needed to achieve desired result. At a higher level, the work breakdown structure can also serve directional and organizational roles. It is help human resource manage team assignment, manage the schedule and determine the project timeline, manage and measure the quality, anticipate enterprise environmental factors, track version history, establish dependencies, and the last one, identify organization process assets. What are the uses and purposes of work breakdown structure? The some uses and purposes of work breakdown structures are given. Provides a visual representation of all parts of a project. Then offers an ongoing view for management and team members into how the entire project is progressing. Then define specific and measurable outcomes. Then sets a foundation for estimating cost and allocating human and other resources. Then ensure no overlap and no gaps in responsibility or resources. And the last one, minimizes the chance of adding items outside the scope of work or forgetting a critical deliverable. Responsibility matrix. A responsibility matrix describes the participation by various organizations, people and roles in completing tasks or delivers for a project. It's used by the program manager in clarify roles and responsibilities in cross-functional teams, projects and processes. A request for proposal might request a RAM. That means this is your responsible assignment matrix from a contractor. A responsibility assignment matrix, that is this is your RAM, is also called a responsible accountable consultant and informed matrix. Let me see the full form of RAM. RAM is responsible. Those who do the work to achieve the task, there is typically one role with a participation type of responsible or thought. Others can be delegated to assist in the work required. Accountable. The one ultimately accountable for the correct and through the completion of the deliverable to task, and that one to whom responsible is accountable, then consulted. Those whose opinions are sought and with whom there is a two-way communication. Last one, informed. Those who are kept up to date on progress, often only on completion of the task or deliver, and with whom there is just one-way communication. RAM is defined. A RAM can be defined what a project team is responsible for within each component of the work breakdown structure. It could also be used within a working group to design role, responsibility, and level of authority for specific activities. The matrix format shows all activities associated with one person and all persons associated with